Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy to connect with you again, and today I want to have a look at what do you need to focus on right now in your life. This is a timeless reading, so whenever it reaches you, that's the time when you need to hear it, and that's when it's going to be relevant to you. We're going to have a look at the energies in your life at the moment, and to see, and we're going to ask the guides, spirit guides, to help us reveal what are the areas that need most attention at the moment and where your focus needs to go for the best kind of outcomes and for you to stay aligned to your path. So it might reveal some areas that you might not be noticing at the moment, or perhaps some areas that are a little bit neglected in your life. It could also reveal that the things that you are already focusing on and things that are going on in your life and taking most of the time and priority are actually the things that you need to focus on. So that would be just a confirmation that you're on the right path. But we'll have a look what the cards are showing. Please remember that this is a general reading, so not all messages might resonate with you, and I'm reading on the kind of the strongest mutual energy of all of you, so some things might not show up in the reading and some things might be quite specific, and I'll try and tell you as I read which come as a kind of specific and which ones are kind of more general energy. So I pulled the cards from the same decks for all three groups, and I know that the groups look slightly different, but that's just because I pulled them in different order, but it doesn't change the reading at all. So we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Take a moment to tune in into the energy of each of these groups and let your gut instinct pull you towards the pile that speaks to you most. And again, don't go from your head, literally just from your gut. Just really feel into the energy that really speaks to you. And when you're ready, check out the timestamps below and click on your timestamp. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I would love to read that. And I'll see you at the timestamp. Hi, group number 1. This is your reading. Straight away, I can see that there are quite a few different energies here and quite a few different possibilities of scenarios that are going on here. So I'm going to try and tap into these different scenarios and how it may play out in your life. However, they're going to focus mainly on main energies that I can read into here. And one of them that I can see straight away is represented here by these 3 of Pentacles. And it really kind of shows me that you might be working at the moment on some kind of project, or you just starting a project. For some of you as well, it might be quite a new thing, and it might be still at the stages of idea, just being an idea and something that you want to bring into life. I really feel like most of you would be a project that you are leading on, or something that you want to go into by yourself. Most of you probably will want to go into it with a few other people, perhaps a few friends, but even then it's something you would be leading on. If you're going into this alone, or if it's your like kind of soul project, I really see you drawing some resources, some kind of support from different teachings, perhaps different teachers, different inspiration sources. So kind of going in alone, but really feeling support of others and leaning on to kind of different teachings. I feel, and I can see this, it's that you are very passionate about this project. You're bringing a lot of drive and determination into it. You're really moving forward towards it, towards starting it, getting it moving, getting it really rolling. And I can see it represented here in these 2 cards, which is one as well, they're both kind of the same. There's a Page of Wands, not Page, it's the Knight of Wands, and there's Prince of Wands, which is pretty much the same card, and one came out in reverse, but the energy is still the same, and it's very strong. It's very creative energy, full of potential, really determined and fast-moving energy. So it really shows me how much you want to go there. And with this Wheel of Fortune, here, and the card of the energy gaining momentum, I really getting from the spirits, and actually from these colors here, there's like, I'm feeling a lot of orange here, but these colors here really show me that the spirits got your back here in this situation. They're really encouraging you to go for it and to really harness this energy that you're feeling in your belly, that kind of passion, and really kind of jump on that horse and go and get it. And yes, you do have a support of the spirits, and there is a certain element of this being almost kind of fated, and that I'm feeling that once you start working on it, you don't even need to do so much. Like, it's gonna just gain a momentum, and it's just gonna start rolling by itself, kind of feeling. But you really need to initiate it, and it's yeah, it's a very kind of encouraging omen here of like, just get it rolling, just get it started. And for those of you that you haven't yet quite started working on it, I'm getting a really strong energy. And when I was shuffling the cards, I kept seeing the image of a horse, and here as well, I'm feeling it and seeing it quite strongly. I'm getting this image and this feeling of that when if you're not in it yet, and it's still kind of in these initial stages, when this kind of horse comes, jump on it, jump on it and go for it and ride into it. So you get a lot of support with that from spirits. For some of you, but I think that's a minority probably, this project that I'm talking about might be related to a certain relationship in your life, because I do see something here that relates to a relationship, to a union with someone. However, for the majority of you, I feel that this relationship and this union is just an energy on the side. So it's a different kind of energy that is happening alongside. And from all of these cards here, I'm really feeling strongly that the spirits are kind of suggesting that this side, this energy of a union or a relationship or someone in your life doesn't need so much focus from you right now. It is not where you need to put your energy right now. It is not quite telling me why. It is not like a warning as such. It's just perhaps that's not, it could be that it will evolve by itself, and it's just not where you need to be putting your energy into. I can see Two of Cups here being in reverse, and I can see here Father of Cups, which is like a King of Cups. So there might be someone in your life right now represented by this Father of Cups, someone, and I'm getting a really, really different energy than where you are at right now. It's kind of a much calmer, much more relaxed energy, going at their own pace and no rush. A much more emotional kind of energy, and also feeling that kind of with a swan looking away from everything that's going on here. It really kind of suggests to me that this is not the main energy in your life, or it shouldn't be. It doesn't need to be. Yeah, and also with the Two of Cups being in reverse, that kind of suggests the same. Also with this card here of West, which says Purge, I'm really getting that you are being guided, that you're being advised to look at the people in your life and who do you want to bring, really kind of take some time to look into who are the people in your life right now and whom you want to bring into this project, or into a union, whom you want to be in your life with. And I'm getting a lot of images here of birds. There's a swan here, white owl, there's 3 birds over here, and at the same time I'm getting here three birds and 3 pentacles here. It's really kind of telling me, look, there are a lot of people. I'm getting a sense that there are a lot of people in your life right now, and with some of you, you will be going into this project. With some of you, you might be going into union, but you really are urged to look and assess which relationships, which connections, which unions don't serve a purpose anymore, and what you need to let go of. So you would go into these new projects, new kind of endeavors with the people that you really want to go into, the people that serve, you know, the relationship that serve your highest good. And so, and I'm looking at this image of, I'm not quite sure what these white things here represent, but for me it's kind of like a, I'm getting like some kind of feather, so something falling off when this bird rises. And I really feel like, you know, you really need to see what you want to let go and just kind of drop off as you rise into new things, new projects, new energies. Yes, so that's mainly the messages that I'm getting here. Just wanted to kind of, again, I'm just looking at this relationship here going on, and it's I probably have said it already, but if I haven't, it's something that it does look like something that can have a potential, and is individual has quite a beautiful energy, and it's just literally just telling me, the spirits, that you don't need to focus on it. And with the Wheel of Fortune being here, it kind of suggests that, you know, many things in your life just will take will look after themselves. Basically, you don't need to push it, you don't need to put your focus into it or your energy into it. It is fine as it is at the moment. And what you really need to focus on is this some kind of passion, some kind of drive, some kind of new energy that you are gaining at the moment, and put it into the project that you want to see come alive. And yeah, the energy is picking up there, and if you still don't know really what I'm talking about, perhaps you're gonna feel it's coming and it's evolving, and it is not it's not really related to a relationship as such. I hope these messages make sense. Let me know in the comments box how they resonated, and give a like and subscribe. Thank you. Hi, group number 2. This is your reading. I can see straight away quite interesting spread here with quite complex energies, and I'm gonna try and communicate to you them as clearly as I can, giving different scenarios, possibilities. So first of all, I'm looking at the colors, and there's quite a lot of quite deep red colors. I'm drawn to these darker colors here, and then red coming out here. I feel that there is a lot of strong, passionate energy within you, and actually I'm feeling kind of like a very strong potential inside, and a lot of power. But with these colors being so kind of deep and dark, I feel like it's more it's quite hidden at the moment, and especially with this kind of Ace of Wands being in reverse, and some other cards that are gonna go through in detail. But let's have a look at the kind of more specifics of the situation. So we have here these 10 of Swords, and then we have the card of Birth, Renewal, which really communicates to me that you might have just gone through some kind of quite a painful ending of some sort. It could be just an ending of a certain era in your life. It could have been some kind of event. I really feel quite a lot of pain in it. But also what I kind of most feel that came out of this ending is that it's taken quite a lot of confidence away from you. It has given you a lot of sleepless nights here with the 9 of Swords. It has given you a lot of headache, and a lot of energy of you being in your head and overthinking the situation. And this overthinking has really taken this yeah, there's this kind of power away from you. And I can really see it in this Ace of Wands being in reverse. There's so much power. There is so much energy in it, but it's in reverse at the moment. And this birth card is so strongly suggests that, you know, for something new to be born, something really needs to finish, to end first. And I can see this end has happened in your life recently. And that you are, you know, like this bird and these kind of like colors, you are coming into your new potential. You are coming into this very new and extremely powerful energy. And I feel this powerful energy in this two cards of the Magician that came out here. Really speaking to me that you do have this power. You do have the power of manifesting and of creating the reality that you want, of making your wishes and this potential become a reality. However, with the recent events that have happened in your life, you might be losing that confidence, or you might be even losing a vision of where you're going and the strength to kind of look ahead and plan ahead and look forward to this, you know, the results of this manifestation coming towards you. And here, especially with this new moon in Leo, it really says here, confidence is key to success. And it is so true here, because I'm seeing a lot of cards indicating towards confidence with the Magician and Ace of Wands and all these red colors and the renewal, birth, that you can, they really, what spirits really, the message bringing you here is that you can succeed. It's really, it lies within you. You have so much potential. You have, you know, double the potential that you think. And all it comes down to is just confidence and believing in yourself. And it's a really, really strong message here. And I can't even, you know, I'm really even feeling it in my body, how much you have inside and how much it's not coming out, it's not coming through at the moment because of perhaps some kind of events or situations in your life recently that knocked that confidence down, that made you not believe in yourself, made you feel like these dreams, these things that you've been planning and wishing on and looking forward towards, not coming true, not manifesting. But the spirits are really saying, like, no, they can. You really have it inside you, really in need it. Whatever ended, whatever painful ends and transformations that you had to go through needed to happen, that this new birth would happen again, that this renewal would happen, and that you need to believe in your potential. It's really kind of about your potential. Now, there is another thing that I really want to address here, and it's kind of like a slightly a side energy coming in, but I think it is quite important. And when I was shuffling the cards, I really tapped into this energy of a teenage person, of like a very young adult. And I'm not saying that you as a viewer, as a seeker here, is of that age, that you are of that age, however you could be. But it was that energy of quite young potential, of young potent potential. And the magician really represents that energy of a teenager. You know, it's not a beginning of your life. It is next stages. It's when you realize your power, when you tap into your potential, when you realize how powerful you are and how far you can go, and how many tools you have available, and how, you know, the world is open for you to manifest. But it also very often what the magician draws our attention towards is that you might need some help in that path. You might need some support, and you might need some support from those that came before us. So, you know, if we take a teenager as a metaphor, you know, as a teenager, we are very independent and we're tapping into our kind of, you know, potential and these possibilities that we have, and, you know, the freedom as well to do it. And we are, you know, of that age where we can basically go out and achieve everything. We already, you know, we have strong bodies, we have really agile, quick thinking minds. We're basically in the best years of our life. However, we are still very much often need some support from those that are around us, from, let's say, our parents or those who came before us. And I really feel this card of tree people, sustenance, and that kind of really draws my attention towards this kind of leaning into those that been here longer than us, leaning into that kind of energy of people or some kind of support systems that are a bit more stable, that are experienced, that are wise. And yeah, perhaps it could be just, you know, maybe your parents or some kind of elders in your life, some wise people, maybe even some kind of teachings and learnings, you know, from books that you might need to refer back. But really feeling it, the energy of people, actually, people around you, some kind of maybe even slightly more authoritative figures, teachers or something. So I'm really feeling that the spirits want to draw your attention to that. In this journey of kind of regaining your confidence, and which you are really encouraged to do here, because you have so much potential and you can regain this focus. We have three of wands here in reverse. It's like as if you lost that vision and focus and that plan, you know, where you wanted to go. But you can regain it, because you are in the stage of renewal, of rebirth, you know, of growing again into a strong tree. So it's all so you can regain that focus and your confidence and start this new beginning, you know, with the Ace of Wands. Kind of go for it. Get this new passion towards it, new creative drive towards it. But confidence is your key, and to get that confidence, you might need to lean onto those who want to help you, the ones who are supporting you, the ones who are around that you know, help you stay grounded while you are searching for yourself, while you are, you know, searching for your power and your potential. And you have so much of it, much more than you actually think you do. And I think these elders, these people around you, or this kind of support systems that are around you, might remind you or might even help you find how much potential you have. So this is a very strong message that I'm getting for this group number 2. I hope that resonated, and I hope that kind of relate to your life at the moment. Let me know in the comments how it was for you, this reading, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Hi, group number 3, this is your reading. I can straight away feel a lot of earthy energy in this reading. So I have a sense that for most of you, what you need to focus on right now is something quite practical, quite, it could be a money related situations. It could be things on very material kind of level. And I think, yeah, for many of you, it is something financial related. The energy I'm getting here, and it's not just, you know, from these 2 cards of Pentacles, but also these colors are quite earthy. And they're little kind of be, I'm getting them like being a little bit on a heavier side, the colors and the energy in this group. Not in a kind of bad way, but more of, I'm feeling quite a lot of responsibility. I'm kind of feeling that whoever is watching this group, whoever picked this group, you might be in a situation that requires you to step into a role of being quite responsible in your life right now. Kind of taking some responsibility providing perhaps for someone or for something, saving up some money, or working towards something. But it doesn't come, the energy of it is something that it's not necessarily something you desire to do or that is your kind of passion. It's something like a responsibility, something you feel you need to do at the stage of your life because that's just how things are and that's what is required of you and that's the role you need to step into. And the spirits are really telling me here and guiding me to tell you that that is exactly the thing you need to focus on right now. You need to go through the stage in your life where you need to kind of I'm getting quite a serious kind of energy. You need to step into this quite serious, practical energy, just kind of getting things done, sorting them out, being very practical minded, and a little bit in a kind of authority, kind of stepping into some kind of authority figure, almost like a father figure. We got here a Princess of Cups in reverse, and I'm kind of feeling there's generally not a lot of emotions and feelings in the spread. It's a very practical kind of energy. And with this Princess of Cups, I think that might be quite, perhaps for just a few of you, but maybe there is even a child in your life that you need to look after right now or provide for. Or someone younger in your family that you really feel like you are urged to step into that role of a provider or a role of sorting something out and helping someone in practical issues. And we also have this card here of ancestors and of wisdom, and it's really kind of speaking to me a lot about family and kind of honoring what's in your family line, what's in your kind of ancestral line. And again, it somehow ties in for me in this energy of the whole reading of really honoring this responsibility that comes from perhaps your family or comes from those that you care about. And it's kind of honoring that responsibility, stepping into that role of responsibility and going like, okay, well, that's what needs to be done right now. And that's what I'm gonna do. It's not something like, it's not the energy of like, I want to do this or go there, and it's more like, that's what's required of me and that's what I'll be stepping into. Yes, and this with these pentacles here, I can also sense quite a slow moving energy, so it might be something that will take a while for you. It might be an energy that you might need to stay in for a while. I also kind of like focusing here on this quite a long road and kind of this figure looking into that road with this pentacle of like, okay, that will require quite a bit of effort and quite a bit of concentration and focus and staying of like, that duty, a sense of duty that might take a while. And again, we have this card of lust here, but I really feel in this card this kind of finding a balance of this quite earthy energy and the passion of your like, what you want to do and what is actually needs to be done, and kind of taming the passion, taming your desires to stay grounded and address the things that you really need to address. Also, I'm getting I'm getting this energy, a quite authoritative energy of kind of like a teacher. Perhaps you need to step into some role where you need to teach someone, or perhaps there are some elders in your life that are telling you what to do or where to go. There's also, I'm feeling a lot of sense of tradition. Perhaps there is some kind of tradition that you need to follow, and that is your duty at the moment. So there's Hierophant energy is quite strong. We also have here the card of New Moon in Aries. It's time to take action, and really I'm getting, it's quite a good card of like action card, and I really feel like the spirits are supporting you, encouraging you to do this thing that you need to do, even if you might not want to do it right now. Maybe you might not feel like something your heart desires, but it's really shows me that that's the best thing to focus on right now. Aries can be kind of an energy that is quite rushing into it and being quite brash with that energy. So we've got here as well Father of Swords. So there is a little bit of caution, I think, here as well, as you kind of going into this. Don't be so harsh. You might even, don't be so brash, and you might even feel like you are perhaps in this situation not able to express yourself so well. You're not able to communicate your truth. But the spirits are really kind of saying that, you know, you even if you feel like this is what you need to focus on. It's kind of, I'm really getting the sense of a duty. This is like your duty. That's what needs to be done right now. And, you know, it's an energy of the time being, and it will shift probably and it will change. But at the moment, you really best off just following this tradition, following what the duty is, what needs to be done, and really honoring, you know, people around you in your family, especially people who came before you, these traditions that were created before you, and what is kind of required of you at the moment. Even if that might be not the energy you really want to be in at the moment, it might be something that doesn't really, you know, feel like something coming from your heart, or it doesn't even feel like it's aligning with your truth at the moment. The spirits are really kind of suggesting here that that is the right thing to do for you right now, and that you should really kind of gather all your strength and persevere on this path for the time being. It's kind of like just address and honor this duty that you need to. I must also add that my camera just kept running out of storage, and I kept trying to delete some old stuff that I could finish this message for you, although I felt like I'm so close to the end of it. And it just wasn't happening, and it was making me really frustrated. And I kind of kept feeling this sense of this kind of duty. It's like, oh, it's so frustrating. I really don't want to be dealing with this right now. But I'm so close to the end, and I really just need to persevere and get this done. So I'm just telling you this, you know, communicating this energy, and I'm feeling this energy. I'm not getting so many kind of specific situations here, although the Pentacles energy is really strong. So I'm really kind of feeling that it might be some kind of issues to do with finances. Also, it could be some inheritance, perhaps family inheritance. When I was shuffling the cards, I was getting quite strong energy of perhaps that is very specific. So it could be just for a few of you, if for any at all. Something to do with the car, or perhaps of some property that you need to sort out, to get fixed, to fund, put some funds aside for that. So these like quite you know, specific kind of situations, very practical, very earthy kind of situations. And of course it could be very different for you, but that's kind of the energy I was tapping into, and your case might be different. I'm not necessarily picking up on all different scenarios, but I hope that the overall energy has helped you to understand where your focus need to go into right now. And let me know in the comments box how that resonated. I'd be really curious to hear. And yeah, like and subscribe if you like it, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.